Hi there, this is Christy Nichols with Venture Within, and welcome to this week's Midweek Motivation. Every week I'll post a video here that talks about something that will help you stay motivated, to stay focused, to kind of get through the midweek slumps and inspire you to finish out the week feeling good, feeling encouraged, and how to overcome any issues or challenges that just might be getting in your way this week. So this week's midweek motivation topic is on motivation, right? Not so much what it is. We all know what motivation is. Motivation is what gets us up in the morning. Motivation is what helps us write our to-do list. Motivation is what gets us to sign up for a language course, or to write a book, or to go to the gym at 5 in the morning, or whatever it is that we want to achieve, whatever goal we've set ourselves. Motivation is how we get there. So the thing about motivation is we need it every day, every single step of the way on our journey towards our goal. We're going to need to have a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and a lot of motivation to keep going. But we are human beings still, and we do lose motivation. It slows down. And then what happens if we slow down too much is we get discouraged, we might feel burnt out, we might feel tired or disillusioned even. And when we have those feelings, when we lose our motivation, then we stop trying so hard to reach our goal. And that sucks, right? We never want to actually not achieve our goal. We were motivated and inspired at one point to achieve something great. And when we lose our motivation to get there, that's kind of a terrible feeling that we don't really want to have anymore, right? So this week is how to regain your motivation, and I'm going to give you 3 tools. I'll tell you what they are first, and then I'll explain them. So the first tool to help you regain your motivation is to know where you are in your journey, right? That's number 1. Know where you are in your journey. The second tool to help you with your motivation to regain it or build it or find it is to remember why you started, okay? Remember why you started and have it written down. And the third tool to help you stay motivated, to find your motivation, is to connect with the feelings you're going to have when you reach your goal, right? Make it emotional. That's important. Emotion is what drives us to do most things, whether we admit it or not. So those 3 tools. Let's start with the first one. The first one was to know where you are on your journey. So this is where I take you to Spain. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the Camino de Santiago, but the Camino de Santiago is a pilgrimage in Spain. It starts in the north of Spain near the French border, and you travel by foot. You can travel by bicycle. I traveled it years ago by foot, where you walk south over the Pyrenees and then you head west across the north of Spain, and it takes 30 days walking with all your belongings on your back until you arrive in Santiago. And there's a lot of stories connected to that trip, but we're talking about motivation. So when I'm talking about motivation in that trip, I wanted you to know that the Camino is actually broken down into 3 different trails. Not physically, but I guess more mentally, which is important too. So the first section of the Camino is known as the Trail of Joy, right? The Trail of Joy. And the Trail of Joy is in the beginning of the trail when you're excited to get on the trail. You have a brand new backpack and your boots fit, and you don't have bug bites or blisters or anything. You're not tired yet. You're not homesick. You're just excited to see all you can see and to get on the trail, right? The Trail of Joy. That's very similar to the journey we take to reaching our goal, right? The first time we set out to reach our goal, we're stoked. We can't wait to get there. We see ourselves at the end of it. It's going to be great. We're going to start our own business. We're going to write that book. We're going to hit the gym. We're going to build a house. Whatever your goal is, when you first start out, you're excited and you have all the motivation in the world, right? That's very similar to the Trail of Joy that people feel and people experience in Spain. Second trail, the second part of the trail, is known as the Trail of Sorrow, right? And it's called the Trail of Sorrow mostly because this is when people get tired, right? People, your feet hurt, your knees ache, Your bag feels heavier, your boots have given you blisters, bugs have bitten you, you're tired of the same food, you're dirty. What else? All the things that make you feel uninspired to keep going. You lack motivation, right? And you don't really feel as energetic or enthusiastic to stay on the same trail like you once did when you first started, right? This is a trail of sorrow. Similarly to your own journey, trail of sorrow is right in the middle. We all go through this right in the middle when we have come so far and we're feeling the tiredness from it, but we're not yet anywhere near a goal, right? And that can be really discouraging when you put a lot of effort, a lot of time, sometimes a lot of money towards something you want to achieve, and you're not there and you're running out of steam. That feels like dejection, right? That sucks. So the trail of sorrow is that middle part of your journey where you just don't know how you're going to keep going, right? But remember, we have those tools for you. And the third part of the Camino, we'll come back to those tools. The third part of the Camino, this is after you've gone through the trail of sorrow, is when you actually rounded the corner, you've overcome your challenges, and you wind up on the trail of glory. And the trail of glory is important because this is where all of a sudden you realize you're closer to your goal. You feel how far you've come. You see all the things you've accomplished to get to where you are, and you have this extra boost of energy to keep going. And it's different than the boost you had at the beginning, because now you see that you have all of this trail behind you, all of these achievements of hard work and energy and effort behind you that you've actually accomplished. And so the motivation is renewed then in the trail of glory because you can see that you're actually making it, right? So similarly, that part of the journey of Spain aligns with your own personal journey to reach your goal, which is the last part where you see you've lost the weight, the book's being written, your business is about to take flight, whatever. But those are the three different trails on the Camino: trail of joy, trail of sorrow, and trail of glory. And it's very similar to your own journey to reach your own goal, right? Beginning, the middle, and the end. And the middle is where the motivation drops out. So how do we maintain that motivation? I had given you 3 tools. The first one was know where you are in your journey. If you're feeling like you just can't go on, that you're never going to lose the weight, you're never going to learn to surf, you're never going to write the darn book, think about where you are in your journey. Are you in the middle? Look how far you've come. See where you are on your map. And if you know you're in the middle, there is a comfort to knowing that, oh, this is the part that sucks. This is the part where I'm going to feel tired because I've been trying so hard, right? So somehow that knowledge, instead of feeling like there's no end in sight, like you're never going to get there, having that knowledge there that you're just in the middle, it's just a trail of sorrow, glory's right around the corner, that can be enough to help you get the motivation you need to keep going. First tool. The second tool is to remember why you started. This is so important. Remember why you started. When you are starting your business, when you are writing your book, when you are learning a new language, or whatever it is or your goal is, remember why this is important to you. Because you've always wanted to surf, because you have something that you want to write about and share with people. You want to go to the gym because you want to feel healthier and run a marathon next year. Whatever, but know your why and remember your whys. It's easy to forget when we feel burnt out and battered down, but remember why you started. I write them down on a sticky, and I have it on my office. I have the sticky notes on my desk. I have other reasons why I start different things in my bathroom mirror, but these are different, small, easy ways to remember why it was that we wanted to pursue this thing in the first place, right? Okay, that was tool number 2. Tool number 3 is to connect with how you'll feel when you get there, right? Remember why you started, and then connect with the feeling. I am going to feel amazing when I finish this book. You are going to feel healthy and fit and energetic when you finish training for this marathon and run the marathon. Think about the emotions: successful, admired, accomplished, rich, well-traveled, able, confident, whatever it is that your goal is going to give you, lock into how that's going to make you feel, right? And the emotions are a huge motivator to help you reach your goal. So we all have goals and we all start with motivation, but when we are traveling on our journey, when we feel we are running out of motivation, the 3 tools to help you: remember where you are in your journey, look at where you are and map it out for yourself so that you know, oh, okay, this is just the dip. 2, remember why you started and have it visible, have it a place where you can see it. And 3, connect with how you're going to feel. Those 3 things are going to help you along your way and give you that extra little bit of fire to keep going so that you reach your goal, land on the trail of glory, and then everything works out for you. All right, that was this week's midweek motivation. If you want to go deeper, I've got coaching opportunities. I've got Life Purpose Handbooks. I've got quite a few links below. If you want to go a step further, feel free to reach out anytime. And if you like this channel, do all the things, the like, the subscribe, all the little buttons down there if you want to watch more, see more. And that's it. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next Wednesday.